YouTube channel.
Thank you so much for clicking, guys. If you're a new subscriber, thank you so much for clicking. And if you're returning subscriber, well, thank you so much for returning.
It's been a minute here together, guys. It's been a while since we recorded together, like both of us. I'm sure you understand what has been going on. I think based on the previous videos, I think 2-3 videos that we've thrown in, can give you a clue of what has been happening. So basically today we are just here to talk about, just to give you a life update.
Life update, yeah.
In terms of our pregnancy journey up to where we are.
Yeah.
You know.
So we're going to talk about certain things that happen during pregnancy, like cravings, what?
Like how did I
challenges, how he discovered I was pregnant.
I didn't believe it, you know.
And what?
I think there are a lot of changes that happened in that period.
Yeah, a lot of things actually happened. Like we actually did so many pregnancy tests until my husband actually thought I really didn't know how to use a pregnancy test.
Because you know, guys, it was a period of, it was a background of several tests that were done, and each time I knock off from work, she would show me this is what happened.
And surprisingly or shockingly, I was doing it like every day. Due to, is it anxiety?
Anxiety, like, I don't know. Just wanting to know, you know, just that experience of wanting to know or to really discover that someone is pregnant.
Yeah.
So it was really, even the time, like, the last one that you did came out positive.
He didn't believe me. I also didn't believe because it didn't take the 5 minutes that they actually talk about. Like immediately I'd put you in, it had indicated 2 lines, which shocked me so much that I hurt my nose.
And then
when screaming,
you know what made me really believe? I think I began to believe a few days later, when now the symptoms began to, you know, to show. Like, guys, it was the hardest part for me because she was vomiting throughout, and you know, the appetite was something else.
I wasn't actually the one vomiting. Like, he started first.
Yeah,
that's why we didn't figure out it was pregnancy, because during the first month, he was the one. Was the one who was very, very sick. Yeah, he was the one pregnant.
So it was, you know, but it was an exciting journey. 9 months.
Yeah, because even the cravings is the one that started first.
About the cravings, about the cravings, I remember. Like, she would cook something, I would crave something right away. Immediately it's done, I would really forget about it. So no, not this one.
Yeah.
You know.
So we didn't figure out why he was doing that. Even the part of spitting, you know, if you've been pregnant before, you know the issue with saliva and pregnancy. So he was going through that, and that was just so funny.
And why is it like that? How is it possible like that? Is it because of issues of love? Because it was so strange for me. But I think later on, is it 1 month down the line? Yeah. I think it normalized, it went to you. And one thing that was really making me upset about cravings was, she would call me, I'm at work, say, no, when you knock off, bring me this. I would knock off, bring stuff. The moment I reach home, say, no, I don't want to eat now. But you told me to
the appetite would just go.
The eating part was something else. I remember you eating, what's this? Chips with the, what's this? Umunkoyo. You know, chips and umunkoyo. I was like, how do you eat like that? Sure.
Okay, during my pregnancy, I came to understand that my baby didn't actually like beef, not chicken.
Those are some of the things.
Even chips, I reached a point where I wouldn't enjoy eating chips. So I stopped eating chips. I couldn't eat beef, not chicken. Rice would give me heartburn. Spicy food would give me heartburn. So I would the most thing I used to enjoy was avocado, which is kotapela in Bemba. Let me know. Leave a comment. Let us know what you call
avocado in your
language. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was, I think for me, it was a learning curve, especially where we were two of us. There were some things I couldn't do because of her. Like, I couldn't, sometimes working overtime wasn't possible because she was alone, and then she reached an extent where vomiting was really so bad.
Yeah, Sasha, he would rub my back and I would feel so.
She would eat, just the moment to finishing eating, she would throw up the food. Yeah. You know, so, and I used to feel bad. I feel sorry for her. Like, how I wish I could do something.
I could see because you rub my back like
how
when
I wish I could.
Yeah.
So the journey seemed so long. So long because it became so tiresome. Like in the night, sleeping wise wasn't, especially.
Yeah, I reached an extent where I couldn't just like sleep in the sides.
Yeah.
I would sit.
The sleeping position.
Yeah, sitting position was the only sleeping position that was good for me was
in the sides.
Sides. But then I reached an extent where I could just sit, like I would put my pillows behind and then sit on the bed while sleeping.
That's why I learned that a pregnant woman doesn't just sleep in any position.
Yeah.
Because of the baby that she's carrying. So, like, I remember most of the time she would doze off in the chair, like sleeping flat. And no, baby, wake up! You can't sleep like that. So you're carrying someone else. Because I learned something that when you're sleeping flat, maybe on the bed or in the chair.
Yeah, like you laying on your back.
You are like endangering the life of the baby. So it was clicking in my mind. Each time she's sleeping, I would make sure that she's.
And I would feel so much irritated every time I was just to go to the bedroom.
Yeah. So in other ways, it's not easy. You know, one thing I thought was that getting pregnant was an easy thing. I thought it was just like easy, but it's not easy. The journey itself, it's not easy.
And the thing of just getting pregnant, like if you're a mom, you're blessed.
Yeah.
If you're pregnant, you're blessed. It's not actually easy to like get pregnant and carry another life inside you, or that's what I would say.
But guys, I think I must give a thumbs up to my wife. She really did this whole journey with Ish. She's so strong, guys. She's so strong and so blessed because the way she handled the whole process from day one until the last day when our little princess was born. Wow, guys. It's a very draining. Like, to a man, a lot of things clicked in my mind to say, and questioned myself to say, I think this journey should make someone love the wife more, because what I witnessed and what I just went through with her, I think it made me love her more because she carried the journey so maturely. Like, if I tell you how old she is and what she went through, you wouldn't believe that she's the one, experiencing that. So we are so grateful that where we are where we are now. Mm-hmm. And God is giving us grace each day to raise this little princess, and we're so grateful.
So, like, just for proof now, we're gonna just show you some of the pregnancy tests that we did that came out negative, and how many of them came out negative before we actually got to the one that was positive. So,
yeah, and I think that brings in another thought. Sorry to cut you short, babe. That you don't have to quit at the first attempt, because you never know the next attempt. Maybe that's the one that has a solution. Because imagine she has more than 10 tests that came out negative. We kept on trying until God answered us. So this applies to normal life. You don't have to quit at first attempt. You could have failed maybe in business, you could have failed in education, you could have failed in just life in general.
Just so many things.
You shouldn't stop. You shouldn't quit. Keep on trying. In Bemba they say mupama pamo atu dilengom. Meaning that the consistency is actually the solution.
Yeah.
The more you do the same things over and over, the more the perfection becomes, and you definitely begin to get results.
You don't have to lose hope. Lose anything, but never lose hope.
you also you like that.
Yeah.
That's
Amaka Hope said, "Lose anything, but never lose hope."
You're right. So we really love it, and the baby boy was born before the what did you call it? DDD? What?
EDD.
EDD.
Yeah, I mentioned that in the previous video.
Yeah. So the baby was born before is it 2 weeks before? Is it? So we're expecting the baby to be born on the 7th of December, but she was born on the 15th of December.
November.
Oh, 15th November, guys. So that day, I was very less stressed. I remember, like, she went to the hospital. Now, our African setup, in terms of labor wards, you are not allowed to be present as a father because the setup is not just allowed for you to be there. So,
and they believe to say African men are kind of weak. Like, once they witness a wife in labor, like believe me, they wouldn't love the wife to get pregnant again. Yeah, so like, they are kind of believed to be weak in terms of that.
So for me, that's why I think I really gave up myself to.
And he really wanted to be there,
to be present in the labor ward. And I think I remember talking to a nurse. She said, no. I think the setup of our labor ward, you can't be present. So I was just home. I remember first day it didn't happen. I was home, sleepless. I kept on chatting with her on the phone just to make sure she's okay. How many centimeters has the baby moved? All those
how things. Many drinks I needed?
Yeah, I remember
what I needed.
Going to the hospital, taking drinks. I remember buying a Fanta because we were told that Fanta helps into
dilate.
Yeah, it makes
quickly.
The labor happen faster. So I remember buying about 6 bottles of Fanta to be drinking and water.
You couldn't wait for your baby to
come. Couldn't wait. So it was exciting. The baby came. I remember when I was given the baby, I couldn't believe that the baby, I'm holding the baby. I wanted to see the mother also because yes, I'm holding the baby, but I wanted to hear how the mother is doing. So I quickly held on the baby and gave it back to the nurse, and then kept on waiting for my wife to come because I needed both of them. I needed both of them at that particular time to be present, to really see them.
Yeah, and your reaction after you saw me,
I was happy.
Amazed me, guys. My husband and my grandmom behaved like I don't know if you watch Nigerian movies and someone is in labor. So those people that are actually waiting for the patient in labor, you've seen how they react when they hear the news that the baby is now.
You know, I used to watch.
Hi, baby! Like, he couldn't believe I was there. My grandma was like, hello!
So,
that was so funny.
That experience, I just used to watch it in movies. But I understand how that experience feels like.
Yeah, and when you're just watching it, you think people are just exaggerating.
Yeah, but it's true.
Wait until you go through.
It's true. So, that day, God blessed us. The mother, the baby, were all in perfect condition, good health. We are here now, and our little princess is here. She's called Nevaya or Yamikan in our language. So we've kept on mentioning the name in our video so that guys you really get to understand.
So guys, here are the negative.
Just wanted to show you guys.
Yeah, for evidence.
So we have how many tests? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 negative.
Not only we had tested earlier. Yeah.
Then we had thrown them, I think. So we have about 8 here. All these are negative.
They were negative, and only this one came out.
Only this one that carried our angel.
Positive. And then I didn't believe, because this was actually like my first time using a pregnancy test, and like from the time I started doing with this on this baby, what can I say? It was my first time using a pregnancy test, so this is why I actually thought I didn't know how to like use this. Not until this one had come out with 2 lines, and I didn't believe also 2 lines.
And I think before this one, we had to buy this one.
Yeah.
This was the most expensive pregnant test we bought amongst these, because we thought maybe there's something wrong with this. So we went to buy this.
He actually told me, babe, you don't know how to do it. This time I'll be the one to test.
Until we went back to the usual one.
This day my heart had just told me like I just had to test, and I did it like at 13 p.m. when I was like coming back for lunch. And I was kind of excited, and I really wanted to know his reaction. But then surprisingly, when I had shown him the pregnancy, he didn't believe.
Yeah.
He didn't believe me, and that annoyed me.
Though
I came to understand why.
So we are so grateful, guys. So as we said, don't stop, never quit until God says this is the way.
Until God hears, until God answers.
Until the heavens open. So as the heavens opened, and God blessed us with this baby, and we're so grateful, always grateful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's our...
We've come to the end of the
video. Yeah, that's
video.
our life update for
pregnancy, parenthood. So I think from now on you'll be seeing us frequently. She's okay. When we have time, we'll definitely put out content frequently for you guys.
And then I've got one question for you. How are you finding it being a dad? Are you used to the situation of being a dad yet, or like you're not used? Like, do you forget sometimes that you're a dad, or what?
Sometimes I think maybe the baby I'm holding is for someone else baby. Like someone has come to visit, then I'm holding the baby, not knowing. So it's still sinking in me, but I'm slowly getting
okay. Like when you're at work, do you like think, I have to go home because there is a baby, or like just at some point does it click?
No,
like it
doesn't. I think I'm not yet used
to the situation of being
that I'm a father.
So wait until she calls you dad.
Definitely. So I'm not only that. I think with time, because it's yet to get to 1 month. So I think with time I'll be able to settle down and really sink in me that okay, I'm a father to this.
How about the thing of you nursing this baby?
That part I enjoy very much.
During night time when I'm sleeping, how are you finding that to be?
I'm finding it okay.
Is it affecting your daytime at work, or?
No, not at all. I think the experience is okay. There's no much challenge because the baby is not crying too much, like the way people have been telling us. No, the baby cries a lot and whatnot. So for us, the only time that she disturbs is when she wants maybe to breastfeed or whatnot, but not really that crying beyond normal. So I'm okay with it.
Okay. Yeah. That's what I wanted to find out.
Cheers.
And one more question. Do you still love me the same?
One time. Love you, man. Love you. Cheers. Love you more time.